In this episode, we are going to deal with the ninth house. Now, I'm going to teach you a technique by which you will remember what the ninth house is. This finger is the finger that is connected to the planet Jupiter or Guru. All over the world, people use this finger to teach do's and don'ts. All teachers use this. All gurus use this finger because this is related to the aspect of teaching and Jupiter, etc. So, if you see where this finger stands, from here if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just think about this. So the ninth house is the house that deals with all that you can learn in this life. Now the first thing that a person can learn is definitely from his father. And the father of the child usually not only teaches the language, and the son or the daughter learns from the father in several ways as the child grows. The child watches what the father is doing, and therefore father is the first guru. And at a particular stage, the father puts the child into a school, and from there on other teachers take over. So the teachers are related to the ninth house, and it goes from the basics and then goes to the school, and then from the school the child goes to the ninth, to the college, which is related to the ninth house, because the ninth house is just one house behind the 10th house. The 10th house deals with your karma or your profession or the purpose of your life, your livelihood, and just one house before that is the ninth house. So therefore the ninth house deals with that education you obtain one step before your livelihood begins. So that means that the ninth house is related to college education. If the ninth house is very good and good planets are occupying the ninth house, it means that you are going to have a good experience in college and you are going to study well. If obstructive planets are placed in the ninth house like Mars or like Saturn or Rahu or Ketu, then it means that you should take extra efforts in college. You might be misled in college. You might go away from what you should actually be doing in college. Some of the people get into the wrong habits if bad planets are in the ninth house, and they should be forewarned that this is a possibility in their life, and they should stay away from anything that could get them away from education or proper education in college. The ninth house deals with law. Because it basically deals with the good and bad, right and wrong, and these are taught to us by our teachers. So all prophets, all teachers, all messengers of God, all these good people are related to the ninth house. If your ninth house is very good, then you will get guidance from everywhere, from gods, from teachers, from a consultant, from a good lawyer, from a good doctor, from a good astrologer, etc. Now, if the ninth house, the planet ruling the ninth house is fallen in the sixth house, it means that there could be a depletion of your fortune. The fortune is actually carried forward from your past life, which is shown from the fifth house. So from the fifth is the ninth house. So it means that the ninth house is related to the fifth house, because whatever you say as good fortune or luck is taken from the fixed deposit that you carried forward from your past life. If the ninth lord is in the sixth, it doesn't mean that the person is not going to be fortunate. It only means that he is going to spend a lot of fortune, meaning that he would not do good things by which he would accumulate or put back the fortune that he took out from. It's like taking money from the bank account and live on it and then don't refill it, then you will get into trouble. So if the ninth lord is in the sixth, we advise such people to do a lot of charity, either towards religious institutions like temples, any of these places, or to give it back to the society in terms of doing charity towards educational organizations. And another important aspect of the ninth house is if the ninth house is afflicted by planets, especially Mars or Saturn or Rahu or Ketu, then the person can do a lot of arguing about their own religion. They might find that their religion is not up to their expectations, and this may lead to some sort of confusion and they are likely to change their religion. So conversion is possible whenever planets, especially like Rahu, sits in the ninth house. If Saturn is there, they might be at certain times in their life an atheist, but there is a possibility that around the age of 40 they may turn towards religion in a very confused manner, not knowing exactly what's happening. So the ninth house, if the ninth house is very good, then it means that you are blessed by good fortune, because fortune is related to the ninth house. Now the sun is in the ninth house. It means that you may have you will be devoted to gods, but you may suffer from early separation from your father. It doesn't mean that your father is going to be short-lived all the time. This is not the meaning, but it means that you may be separated from your father. Maybe you're studying elsewhere, your father is somewhere else. It can happen like that. If moon is in the ninth house, it is a very good combination to have. It improves your fortunes, and it also means that you will do good in the society by doing, for example, building water reservoirs for people to drink from, having donating good things to the society. Maybe the person is dealing with cows and dairy farming, etc. If Mars is in the ninth house, then it means that the person could be irreligious and might turn sinful, and may also have a short-lived father. So, if Mercury is in the ninth house, it means that the person will be very intelligent, will be always after knowledge, will be going from library to library, reading every book that comes to his hands, and he is going to be very intelligent because of this attitude. Such people make very good astrologers also, and they tend to be good scientists, professors, etc. And with the good knowledge that they accumulate, they are likely to pass it on to others by way of communication, by talking about it or by writing about it. And if Jupiter is in the ninth, it is one of the best things to have, because Jupiter is the Messiah, the teacher, the Guru. And if that planet is in the ninth house, it means you're born with this great luck and that you will be guided all the time. And even if you're pushed to the edge of the cliff, at certain times in your life because of a bad dasha or bhukti, or during a bad transit, even then it means that some providential help will come to you. Out of thin air, a miracle will happen, and then you will be restored back to normal. So the ninth house Jupiter is one of the best things to have in a horoscope. And if you have Venus in the ninth, it is very good to have, because it is a sort of a Lakshmi yoga, what we say, a yoga for wealth. But in some cases, if Venus is debilitated or Nicha, or is afflicted by many bad planets, it also means early separation from father, which is the only negative effects of Venus being in the ninth house. If Saturn is in the ninth house, then the person is likely to be a little bit antagonistic towards his own religion, might speak against his own religion, and may even attempt a conversion. And if Saturn is afflicted, or if Saturn is debilitated, etc., then it also means the person might have a short-lived father or suffer from an early separation from his father. If Rahu or Ketu occupies the ninth house, then it is almost similar to Saturn being in the ninth house. It is bad, but Rahu is usually a very negative planet as far as the ninth house is concerned, and it means that the person may turn very irreligious, very sinful, might take to drugs, and might not study well in college. So, or speak against their own teachers and gurus. So this is how you read the effects of planets in the ninth house. But before you come to a conclusion, just find out what are the influence of other planets on the ninth house. If good planets aspect the ninth house, it improves the conditions of the ninth house. This is a general rule for every house reading. So don't if you find some negative combinations in your chart, don't get over worried about it. Just look out for other planets, because these are the planet that is in the ninth house is not the main thing. The planets influencing the ninth house, the placement of the ninth lord, they are all very important. Okay, so with these words we have come to the end of the ninth house. discussions, and we will be in the next episode we will be talking about the 10th house. Thank you.